What's up guys, I hope you're all doing well. In today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you guys how to make sample type beats for Lucki. And since these beats are pretty easy, I'm going to be showing you two beats I made and show you how you can use different types of samples. But before we get into all that, I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support I got on the last video. It meant a lot to see all those nice comments coming in saying how much you guys enjoyed it, and I just wanted to say thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It meant a lot to see all that support. And like always, if you have any suggestions or recommendations on videos, please comment those down below. I pretty much always respond to comments, and if I see a suggestion, I'll do my best to try and make a video around it. But yeah, other than that, let's get into the tutorial. So in this first beat, it's more of a 2021 vibes type of beat. It's got a very simple keys sample going, and it gets kind of repetitive at times during the verse over here. And you really don't need to do much to it. But if you're wondering how I got this sample, what I did was I headed over to samplet.io. And what this website is it's basically a big filter that goes through YouTube. You just click this random button and it'll show you anything on YouTube that's labeled as music. And you might be thinking, hey, that's great. I can find a lot of samples, but what if I want to, narrow it down to the specific type of sample or genre that I want to sample? You can go over here to these three bars, click filters, and you can go through the genre. You can go through the specific style, which is like a subgenre, the country that it's from, the key that it's in, the BPM, and even the views that you can do. So as you can see over here, I don't want samples that are too big. I don't want to make a beat, upload it, and get copyright claims or anything like that. So I set it to 100,000 views as the max. So if we click this random button, it'll bring me a song, and let's see. It has 12,000 views, so well under that 100,000 range. And you might also be wondering, how do I extract a stem? So what you want to do is you want to go to Google and type Ultimate Vocal Remover 5, and that'll bring you to a download for this. And this is mainly an extraction software that's good for extracting vocal stems, so you can get acapellas or instrumentals. But there's also community-made models. There's MDX and DMux, which are I don't know if they're necessarily the best. I think MDX is the best by far, but DMux was that first extraction model that I knew of. And there's people who make models. So you can go here, click download more models, click either VR, MDX, or DMux, and click the whole list and download the model. For samples like this, I usually do the model that takes out the drums. So I select the input, select the sample, click no drums, then select the output as my download folder, and then start processing. And in less than like 30 seconds, it'll show up. But yeah, so once you have the sample, you can really start going. So I sped this up a little bit. Can't really remember how much. I think it started at 144 and we're up at 156. But I took the first like 2 bars of the sample, and then I copied the sample over here, made it unique, and reversed it, and then dragged it over here. So I made this 4-bar loop that kind of leads back into itself. And that sounds like this. It sounds alright, but there's a little bit of clicking, this and that. It doesn't sound the best. One thing you can do for that is by clicking on the sample and doing the declicking mode, so you can choose a bleed option. There's smooth and generic and transient. I think smooth might be the best. Crossfade is alright, but it allows a much bigger range for where the samples fade into each other, so it might not sound the best if you're trying to do smaller chop. But another thing you can add is reverb. So first off, obviously we got a bandpass EQ to sort of tighten up the range that we're working with. Then we got what I believe is the default Fruity Chorus preset, turned down to about 50%, 49. And then the default crystalline preset. And the good thing about this default preset is that it's nice and wide and wet and damp. So there's a lot of reverb. So again, I turned it down to about 50%, 52. And that gave us this. Yeah, very simple. So that then brings us to the drums. We got simple snare, hi-hat, with the hi-hats, we got the simple reverberator preset with the reverse part here, here, and the 6-piece here, and the 4-piece here. Next, we have our 808. We also got some kicks to match, some counter snares, and this open hat. So yeah, this is what the drums sound like all together. And this is what it sounds like with the sample. So very simple, very straightforward. And it's pretty much the same way with the next beat, even simpler, if I had to say so. So yeah, for this next beat, it's pretty much the same thing, just finding the parts of the sample that you want to chop into the melody. Except for this beat, I didn't put any effects on the sample, so it's even simpler. So these are the quick little chops I came up with. The only real thing I did with these chops was moving these piano notes a little bit so they hit more on time with the grid. And if you zoom in, you can see that I did the generic bleed for the crossfading technique, so it didn't sound as clicky or, just bad leading into each other. I know over here, I believe, it sounds a little rough, but you can ignore it easily. The drums themselves, they're pretty straightforward too. I use this plug, sort of dirty rim that you hear a lot in Club and B songs and Guap Willie Spaz songs. And then this shoddy red chant as well. And the drums all together sound like this. And then with the sample, it sounds like this. Pretty simple and straightforward. This is more of a sample you use for an all love type beat, which is actually the beat that inspired me to make this video. The first beat is already up on my beat channel, so if you want to use it to rap on or you just want to listen to it, comment on it, whatever, you can do so. The link's going to be in the description. And other than that, thank you guys for watching. I hope this was a quick and easy tutorial to show you guys what to do. And of course, I hope you all have a good day.